Isn't it true that one of the reasons maybe why they're falling behind the times is, guess what? They don't do hiring for a living. This is like the side gig that they have to do when they need to replace somebody or they're expanding their team. But they were hired to be high performance team individuals themselves, not because of their recruiting skills, not because of their knowledge of the best practices of what it takes to be a participant, a hiring manager within that. So here's my first question. To overcome these major roadblocks of being behind the times, how much of the job of a talent acquisition professional is in educating the hiring managers?
I think that's a huge part of your strategy and your success story is you have to in the very beginning when you're doing that intake call to say, "Hey, tell me what this role is. Tell me what you're looking for. Tell me about your culture." All those things. It also has to be a dissemination of information to say, "Well, let me tell you what you're going to expect." Same way we set it up for a candidate, it has to be, "Hey, when's the last time you hired? Well, let me tell you what you can experience now." They're going to want to know about time off and you can't hold that against them. They're going to want to know about the flexibility in work. You just have to coach them through it and say, these are okay things for a candidate to be asking of you. They're not doing it because they're entitled. Again, the candidates aren't crazy little monsters either. They're humans and they have human needs. And we've been through some crazy things over the last several years. So it's really just educating them on what they can expect from a candidate perspective. But also, I think it's important that you remind them they're an ambassador of the company. And so sometimes you have to set your own desires and wishes. And remember, the way you act is going to be reflective of the company. And they have legal responsibilities in the way they act, the decisions they make. There's some legal responsibilities there. So it's really about, first of all, not just because I think sometimes we all do it. I know I've done it before. Well, the law says it's not scaring them with all of the legacies that are out there. But more importantly, it's about setting the expectations. Like, here's what you can do to be successful here. If a candidate asks you about this, that's okay. And if you don't know the answer, say, hey, I don't know. I don't know that at this time, but I know you talked to a member of our TA team. Let's get you synced back up with them so they can answer that question and just give them permission to be human in that interaction and set those clear expectations with that hiring manager up front.